How do you take this next step, man? Like you really hit this group last year and ran with it, but with the expectations this season, how do you personally and then as a group take the next step forward?
Just being consistent. That's one thing we preach, and that's one thing Coach Oates preaches to me about, like, just my play style, just being consistent in everything I do, and also being a leader. I'm a fifth-year guy. I've been playing college for a minute, and then also I played in a Final Four run. So just being consistent and being a leader, and then for the team, just building each and every day. We have like days in and out. We go at each other every day. Just being consistent with that too, because we have a lot of group of guys that are really good. We hear the talk. We don't really feed much into it. We understand that we have a goal for ourselves, and that's to win a national championship. And each day, we just try to win off of that.
Your second year now, what have you learned since day one?
I learned how to, like, really take care of my body, really take care of what needs to be done, and the factors how to win games, because it's little margins in this area where everybody's good. Everybody has talent on their teams, but it's the little things that get games in our favor, and different possessions. Each possession matters, and if we lose a possession, that can mean a game for us. So just understanding the little things in this.
So we saw both Baron Philon and Aiden Holloway perform particularly well at scrimmages last Friday. What have you seen from those two so far, and how can you feel that they can impact the team this upcoming season?
Yeah, Aiden has brought a lot of energy, and same as LeBaron. I really look at them two as guys that can really have really good production off the bench, or whatever they come off with Coach Oates starts the lineups or whatever, but that doesn't really matter. But really what matters is their energy that they come in and bring each and every day. They push me and Mark every day. Like, they have great ability to shoot, to defend, to guard, and they love the game. So we're in there playing ones, us four guards every day, and I mean, it's just been fun since they came. Yeah.
Latrell, what's it going to be like having this many guards, and what's the rotation going to kind of look like, and what has Oates talked about when it comes to how many guys you'll have that can play at those spots?
He's talked about it a lot. I mean, we understand that it might not be the same amount of minutes we want, but we understand that we have to play hard for the increments we're in. So he also talks about how, like, we get 4-minute increments, and if we're not playing hard in those 4-minute increments, they'll decrease. But if we are, and we have like a lot of statistical guys that show our production with the minutes we play, and so if those aren't really productive, he'll lower the minutes. But I mean, I think it has to play out. We know that we have a lot of talented guys. It just does it fit for our system, and is it really helping win games? So that's what we're doing right now.
How has it been, like, sharing the backcourt with 4 players that were on the team last year?
I mean, it's fun. Get a different look at different guys and different play styles, and just understanding what they like and understanding to play with them, because they have to play with us as well. So being able to play with them and just see what they like to do best and see what they have in common with us, and also things that help us get the edge. And it also pushes us because it's a loaded crowd, so that means we have to step up our game as well, because minutes aren't guaranteed, like I said. And Coach Oates, I mean, obviously we don't play 11 guys, so the minutes are definitely going to be tight, but I mean, just competing every day in practice, that's what makes it real fun.
Has Medina come up again, and what's he brought to the defensive end of the floor for you guys?
Super intense. That's one thing that he's changed with us. Like, normally we're looked at as like just fast-paced offense or whatever, and I mean, like, it's hard to guard our offense the way we play, but just guarding our offense every day and the way he's coaching it, he doesn't look at it as an offensive school. He's trying to look at it as a defensive school, and just switch our mindset of it's not about scoring, it's about getting stops and winning. And like, it's really changed the way we practice. We don't go days without doing 40 minutes of defense. We changed the way we practice a little bit, just the way he has it. Like, we normally used to go for offensive scores, but now is who can get the most stops, and he's definitely brought an intensity into that.
You talked earlier about leadership. How cool has it been to get to teach and mentor all these talented young guys?
It's been fun. Like, they're really willing to learn, and just to be able to help them and go through my experiences in college and understand that I've been through what they want to go to, which is the Final Four. They ask a lot of questions, and they're really understanding of what we've got to, and they also work really hard. So being able to just push them more and more each and every day has been fun.
Has Medina come up again this year?
Yeah, we talk about it a little bit. We talk about our guy Mo. We call him Mo Dita. He's super happy for everybody. So yeah, that's really a thing. We haven't really brought it up as prevalent as last year, but I think it's still a recurrent thing because, I mean, we always got to be happy for someone's success. We have a super talented team, and if we're just recognizing ourselves, we won't be as successful as we are.
Has Patrick Murphy been around yet, sophomore coach?
He came and talked to us earlier in the summer, but not recently.
What about Nick Saban? Has he been around at all?
He came and talked to us earlier this season too, or in the summer, and he really just brought up a Kobe memory. And I mean, like, it's super cool to just hear him talk because he's a legend, and just understanding how to win and what to do to win national championships like he's done. Like, we're all listening, we're all tuned in. Yeah.
Rat poison at all a topic?
No, but we don't look into all the rankings or anything like that. We're just here to get better each and every day, just to basically win our goal and win a national championship. We don't really look into rankings and stuff like that.
When you talk about your coach, he's got a lot of high praise for you and Mark. What does that mean as a player when he says you guys could be potentially really dangerous down the stretch?
Giving us a lot of confidence to go out and do what we do. We put in a lot of work, and he sees that. Like, he tracks our numbers of shots, attempts, and all of that. So just being able to take that from working out into putting that into on court and in the game is really big for us, and understanding that he has a lot of confidence in us. It gives us the freedom to play free and just do what we love to do.
You talk about confidence. How big was that Final Four run going into this year? Do you guys just clean slate, or do you remember those memories going into this year?
We remember it. We just had our ring ceremony, but that was the last time we'll talk about it. We won't talk about it anymore. We've been approached on, how about last year's Final Four? But this is a new year, and we're not really worried about last year's team, because if we were worried about last year, we wouldn't get anywhere this year. So we kind of put that aside last weekend when we got our rings, and now it's just on to a new topic.
You mentioned the defense and some of the stuff that Coach Adams has brought, but we obviously heard that kind of preached over and over again last year. Has Coach Oates' message been a little bit different? And then just for yourself, what have you kind of worked on individually to improve kind of on that end?
Yeah, it's definitely been different. Like I said, he changed practice around. Like, it used to be a lot of offensive scoring or different situations to benefit the offense, but this year it's flipped a lot. And since he's came in, it's been super intense, and he's even got Coach Oates on it about, like, yeah, we want to be the number one offense in the country, but it's a challenge to be a number one defense in the country too. So that's our goal right now, and we don't like to talk about it. We like to be about it. So we don't like really praising ourselves because we haven't did anything yet.
Who's been kind of the leader early on in maybe those defensive drills you mentioned, keeping track of those points and stuff like that?
So Coach Brian Adams, he's been the real thing, but like us as a whole, like, we weren't good on defense as a whole last year. So us coming together and really bringing it together, because we know as a team, only like 3 people can't be good on defense and then 2 people aren't, because then it won't happen. We just know, like, as a whole, we need to be better.
Latrell, you talked about the minutes that it's going to be tough to distribute for Oates. I mean, what kind of chemistry, or just the locker room, how do you sense that you guys are, I guess, treating each